Yet, thanks to interfaith network. Anyhow, I will not take more time. And thank you very much. And let us enjoy and make success of this chapter. We assure you, once the chapter is open, international headquarters will work together and make you worthy, for example, for this chapter. And it will be an active chapter. Both JIO International Organization, JIO, and again JIO, International Women's Organization also. That also will find the right people so that we can do much, much better work. Thank you very much.
For such an inspiring speech. It really means a lot to us, for all the Jains in the UK, to hear your thoughts on Jain values and your ambitions for the future of our Jains in this country. It's not only about Jainism that we want to talk here. We want to introduce the Jain values into the community, going down a little further into other communities and work together with other faiths and religions within this country. And I think at this point I would like to introduce Dr. Harriet Crabtree, who Dr. Shah has already mentioned briefly in his speech. She's the Director of Interfaith Network in the UK, and I'm really honoured to have her here. I'm very grateful.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Will you forgive me if I speak from the floor? I have a bad ankle, and I'm not going to go mountaineering. I would like to pay tribute, before I say anything else, to the remarkable work of Dr. Shah. The Jain organisations in the UK, Jain Network, Jain Samaj Europe, and also, I should say, the Institute of Jainology, have played a very important part, both in the work of the Interfaith Network and I think also more broadly in contributing to good interfaith relations around this country. Every faith community has something special, many things special, about its own tradition. And the Jains have brought very special things to this country and this community, as they do globally. Probably people know best about ahimsa, and that's the most famous, and I know there's a slight disagreement over who owns ahimsa. Nobody owns ahimsa. It's a global value, but the Jains are perhaps particularly strongly identified with it. I had the pleasure, when living in America, in the United States for nearly 10 years, of studying Jainism briefly, and a good friend of mine, Professor John Court, known to some of you here, specialises in your tradition. Because the Jain community is a small one globally and in this country, it's sometimes, I think, overlooked in some contexts. It shouldn't be, because you bring something, as I say, particularly significant to many aspects of the global discussion about how we live together well. I wish you all the success in building the international organisation, and also to the Jain Network, which is clearly going to play an important role here. So thank you for the opportunity to speak very briefly. All good wishes, and I look forward to hearing about the great success of the international organisation.
It's a global and developing organisation working to improve the health, spiritual health, as well as physical health of all the Jains, not only in India, but in the entire world. It already has 24 chapters in various cities in India, and this is the launch of the London chapter, as well as the international headquarters for the Jain International Organisation. At this point, we would like to show you a brief video which describes the objectives, the values, and the work that's already been done in India and its vision to do this in the UK. At this point, I would like to invite and introduce Sri Hemant Bhai Shah, who has travelled. Looking at the audience is there, yes, I've not met him before, he's here. He's travelled all the way from India to be with us, and I would invite him here to share his thoughts on Jain International Organisation's activities in India and his vision for this in the UK and London. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and in other ways, language, and honourable relative of God, London Mayor Barnett, and Councillor Pervez, Mayor of Barnett, and the Interfaith Network, Dr. Head. Our friends from local London, Sri Natwai and his great team, and our friends who come all the way from India to start this great center, international first center, done through the network of the international organization. JIO International Organization, a lot of glimpse you got, and it will take more than 2 minutes to explain what the international organization is, so I'll take in 2, 3, 5 minutes. The general review is we are here to encourage among Jains first the true understanding of what Jains are, to awaken themselves to the true reality what Jains are. And from a population of 400 million, we are now 1 million. 10 million. The whole population has dwindled down, more because it's a very, very tough religion. And it's an impossible to sustain in times of challenges, and people have withered away. This community is 100% literate. In India, amongst the best of the people in India, where the community is 100% literate. The community is by and large above the larger population of India in the economic and social strata. They are very different, and all of you are aware of the Jain values and principles and the cultural heritage and art. Religion is supposed to have been existing from time immemorial to the time to the next level. And we have recorded history of 5,000 years. And they say it is 10 million years. Time can prove a lot of things, but Jainism, if you see the principles said by Lord Mahavira 2,600 years back, he said, and it is written down years before, that the earth will get warmer and warmer. The water will become scarcer and scarcer. And he said, use the water as you would use water as a butter. That much will be the value of water. And we see and we know that water will be the ruling factor in the next century. In the same way, he gave 3 basic principles. Ahimsa, that everybody knows here. Aparigraha is non-greediness, non-possessiveness. He doesn't tell us not to possess, but he tells us not to be possessive. And aparigraha, that is the aparigraha, anekantvad. Today's greatest challenge is this. The entire world is in the arms of terrorism because of this non-tolerance to each other. And here, as a Jain, we first of all accept anybody's any views. Even if it is 100% wrong from our point of view, a Jain would enter in that debate with an acceptance that yes, he is right in his own way, and we are right in our own way. These 3 principles, the 3A, Nikantvat, Aparigraha, and Ahimsa, can definitely solve today's greatest challenges in disaster and tension that the world is facing today, every day, of tremendous discomfort and you can say the unrest in the whole world. If the people are given the guidance to these 3 principles, then probably maybe a very small person, but a beginning of 1 person, like Mahatma Gandhi, learned the philosophy of Ahimsa through a Jain monk. That 1 point made him free the whole world, free of the nations of being ruled by other countries. Like India was ruled for 200 years by Britain. And through 1 principle taught by a Jain monk, Mahatma Gandhi could free the nation. If that 1 thought can change the whole world, why not the entire Jain principles, heritage, culture, values, which are for entire living and non-living, why it cannot do that? Why it cannot change the whole world to be ways to make ultimately a happy world. Because I believe that everyone in the world lives for only ultimately one thing: to be happy, to be tension-free, to be contented, to be peaceful. And Jain principles, just one follows these three things. So what do we do at JIO? First, we ourselves have been so minuscule, and I treat that as an advantage. We are only officially 4 million people in India. I believe we are 10 million. Sorry. Worldwide, we may be another 10 million maximum, spread across 48 countries. Even not that much. That small percentage of highly qualified, highly professional, value-based thinking, highly educated, integrity guys, excellent people, trustworthy people who believe in the commitment, have to be awakened to that true potential. We are in every field, be it politics, be it education, be it doctors, lawyers, judges. In India, years before, judges used to be only Jains, majority, 60%. And the verdict by a Jain was considered as a final, as a, if somebody just says that I'm a Jain and I'm telling this, then it was considered as a final word. Anyway, everyone aware here. But what does then JIO do? So we have decided to collectively bring the whole Jain community together, collectively make their powers like a laser. This room is full of dark. You first have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 lights, and then you combine them and pull up as a laser. Then we, a very, very small community of Jains, can work as a laser, and it can reach moon. And that's why we are collecting the whole world's Jains together, combining them to the points that they like. They like spiritualism. Jainism has taught the world the art of giving. That's something special. Only Jain religion teaches the art of living, art of giving. Everybody else teaches the art of earning, art of living, art of this and art of that. But Jain religion is the only thing that teaches you the art of giving. Giving everything away, possessing nothing. That's the uniqueness of Jain. And that, once I say I don't want anything, I want to give, whether it's through living or non-living, JIO or JINADO, live and let live. That gives you tremendous non-conflicting areas. That's where the world needs to be led to. And that's why we have done a lot of programs. We have collected a lot of people together. We are first attacking their personal self. So the person needs to be healthy, the person needs to be good by mind, the person needs to be intellectual, he should be body, mind and soul. The person, that brings in happiness. So we have programmed everything around that, and that vision has been collectively taken together so that even the girl who danced here, Sohani, happens to be my sister's daughter. She's fractured her ligament. But for this cause, she said, no, whether my ligament is fractured or not, I will dance. That one is the commitment in today's youth also. So what I'm saying is the youth, or old, like senior people like Nandubai said, everybody in Jain religion wants to give something to religion. Donate time, resource, money, anything and everything to the society. And we are givers, we are not takers. Jains have built hundreds of thousands of office schools in India, but only 0.01 population is studying Jain. But we create schools which are mostly free of education. We have created a lot of community relief things because Jains do. There are a lot of national calamities in India, unfortunately. We just had last year where there was no rain. This year is a heavy rain. And we had no water in the state where I'm very, very delighted and proud to be present here. And I really thank Matabai and his team for having started the first chapter of Jain's International Organization at London internationally. We have envisaged 24 chapters. The first chapter to begin in, I would like to give cheers to all of you to have really committed yourselves to start this and lead it, and we give claps to Matabai. John Bernard Shaw said, I adore so greatly the principles of Jainism that I would like to be born in Jain community. Einstein said, the external mystery of the world is its intelligibility. The religion fastens to this element of intelligibility and creates a system of thoughts and actions which leads to the true harmony in this. This is indeed so true with Jainism. We know and we have heard so many things about Jainism. And so what we have done, we started with another organization called Jain International Trade Organization, which was of traders and businessmen. Then we started Jain Doctors Federation. Then we started Jain Women's Organization and youth working. Jain's administrative officers, like JIO, like Matabai rightly said, that we cannot be in power, come on here. Today is the very, very eventful day for India, Jains across the world. Though we are insignificant in number, though we are insignificant in political power, though we are insignificant in any way to count, today is the day. Just now at the gate I received the news that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is from Gujarat state, and in his state today, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome the first Jain Chief Minister. A lot of the goodwill that went there, because I'm very, very well connected with all the political people. Just 2 hours before, it was not there, his name was not there. Maybe because of this aura here, it's traveled there, and he's been the first Jain Chief Minister of a state as significant as Gujarat. And he's a truly committed Jain. So we have 24 divisions and all that thing. So, there are hundreds of things we will be doing. I would invite all of you to really come, meet, see, and take up this opportunity to join yourself and your sons and daughters. Let us not be left out. Let you are not the third generation say that you didn't join with JIO and survive Jainism, Jain religion. Because we have been historically from 400 million to 20 million. We are reducing. There is no way we can stop the reduction because we are not even growing our populations. I have only one son, and by history, if you don't have 2 sons, your community vanishes. But I would say, less the better. We must save our values, our principles, our culture, our heritage, and we must work together, not to gain anything. As I said, Jain International Organization, JIO, will not give you anything, but the pride of you being Jain. If you like it, take it. Don't like it, regret it later. I will say it's a proud moment for all of us to have started this through a great visionary man. I will just say 2 lines about 2 minutes about the person who started this. At the age of 20, at the age of 15, he took Diksha. At the age of 20, he started thinking about unity among Jains. He started 80,000 miles on barefoot across India from Nepal to Kashmir to Kanyakumari. He walks every day without anything. He possesses nothing, not even a watch, not even a mala, nothing. And he made us all come together. He made us all think unity. He made us to think future, change for the world. We ourselves feel we are very good people. That doesn't end there. He says, go and change the world. Even if you are alone, even if you are one, go and change the world. Help the world change. That's what everywhere, Mahatma Gandhi or Martin Luther King or Steve Jobs or everybody, everywhere, only one person led. I'm proud to say a great young monk, Nagar Kumara said, has fired the torch in all of us, and we are really proud and grateful to him that a monk is supposed to be working only for the soul. Jainism is all about forget your body, forget your mind, only your soul, and your soul is your God. That in two times is Jainism. And so he says, by the way, in spite of doing for the Atma, soul, I also want to do for the community, and through community help the entire world attain peace and harmony. I wish, hope, and pray all of us can join together, and on this great occasion of launch of International Chapter, I give you, all of you, thanks and a rousing brother.